Thinking big isn't about wild, unrealistic daydreaming or wishing for a lottery win. It is a deliberate cognitive strategy, a mental framework that expands your boundaries, alters your perception of what is possible, and fundamentally changes how you respond to challenges. When you think small, you construct a psychological cage made of past failures, current limitations, and societal expectations. When you think big, you tear that cage down and look at the horizon. Here is a comprehensive breakdown of what it means to think big, why it works, and how it transforms your life. The psychology of thinking big. At its core, the power of thinking big lies in its ability to shift your focus from constraints to possibilities. The mechanism of action. Your brain possesses a network of neurons, called the reticular activating system, RAS. The RAS acts as a gatekeeper, filtering out the millions of pieces of data surrounding you and only letting in what it deems important. If you think small, your RAS looks for threats, risks, and reasons why things won't work. If you think big, your RAS starts scanning your environment for opportunities, resources, and connections that align with your massive goals. You literally start seeing a different world, breaking the impossibility bias. Most people set goals based on what they know they can do. If they earn $50,000, they think, maybe I can earn $55,000 next year. That is incremental thinking. Thinking big forces you to ask, how do I earn $500,000? This forces your brain to abandon standard, comfortable pathways and invent entirely new strategies. How thinking big drives massive action. A common critique of thinking big is that it leads to delusion without execution. But true big thinking is the ultimate catalyst for massive action. When a goal is small, a single obstacle can block your view of it entirely. If your goal is to build a small local business and a competitor opens down the street, you might panic and quit. The obstacle is bigger than the goal. However, if your goal is to build a global brand, that local competitor is just a tiny bump in the road. You don't stop. You adjust your strategy and keep moving. Big goals give you perspective. They make daily frustrations, rejections, and failures look small by comparison. Furthermore, thinking big changes your relationship with fear. Fear never truly goes away. It is a hardwired human emotion. But when your vision is large enough, your desire to achieve it overrides your fear of looking foolish. You become willing to take calculated risks because the cost of standing still is far more terrifying than the cost of trying and failing. Practical steps to start thinking big today. If you want to transition from a cramped, cautious mindset to an expansive one, use these actionable strategies. Multiply your goals by 10. Look at your current 5-year financial, career, or personal goals. Multiply them by 10. Do not ask how you will achieve it yet. Just let your mind sit with the number or the scale. Notice the sudden shift in your thought process. Change your questioning. Instead of asking, can I do this? Ask, how can I do this? The word can invite doubt. The word how assumes a solution exists and commands your brain to go find it. Use big, positive words. Eliminate vocabulary that shrinks your world. Replace phrases like I'll try, it's impossible, or that's not for people like me, with I will find a way. Let's look at the options, and we can expand this. Write your vision daily. Do not let your big ideas get buried under the avalanche of daily chores. Write down your grandest vision every single morning. Keep it sharp, vibrant, and front of mind. Conclusion: the choice is yours. The amount of psychological energy required to live a life of quiet desperation, worrying about bills and playing it safe, is exactly the same amount of energy required to think big and chase a legendary life. Both paths require effort. Both paths involve stress. The difference is the payoff. Small thinking rewards you with comfort and regret. Big thinking rewards you with growth, impact, and a life lived at full capacity. Stop underestimating your potential. The world has plenty of people playing small. It is starving for individuals who have the courage to think exceptionally big.